What's up, guys? It's Austin. I just kind of want to talk about the life of an entrepreneur and how I got there and what my story is and the hard work and all the craziness that was involved in that. It all starts back in late 2018, early 2019. I was a diesel mechanic at the time. I had previously, worked on boats most of my life, grew up on boats, around boats, diesel boats, gas boats, wakeboard boats, all types of boats. So at the time I was a diesel mechanic, I was tired of carrying a lunchbox for somebody else and wanted to do it myself. So I started working on boats out of a shed at my house. Did that from 2019 to about the end of 2019. I had saved up and made enough money to build a pretty large shop at my house and grow the business, and did that. And then in 2020, I started a boat dealership out at Lake Anna called Midland Lake Water Sports. From 2020 to 2024, we grew that from being in a shed to a shop to an actual boat dealership on the water. And that took off tremendously. We were doing very, very well in that. And ended up selling that in the middle of 2024. And we kind of knew I was going to be selling that business to do some other adventures. I had started other adventures, and those other adventures were A&N Diesel Repair. In the middle of 2024, we sold the boat dealership and went full-fledged with A&N, and it has dramatically taken off since then. We're in, almost the end of 2025, 3/4 of the way through 2025. And A&N is growing at a rapid rate, and we're getting ready to do some really cool things with production and some content. Thanks for taking the time to learn a little bit about myself and where I've come from and what I've done. But let's go see the cool stuff and see what the techs are doing and see what kind of cool projects they're working on.
I'm Blake, I'm at A&N Diesel here. This 6.4 came in with a bad shake after another shop put a motor in it, built motor. Found out the rotating assembly was not balanced, and it wrecked the inside of the motor and the transmission pump and torque converter. So we got a brand new motor in here, bottom end, from KDD, Kill Devil Diesel. It's supposed to hold up to about 800, 900 horse. So we're building it up now. We got a stage 2 transmissions over there waiting for it. She's gonna be probably pushing about 700, 800 horse. Got the cab off, got the old motor down here, taking whatever parts we need off of it. Got all the parts laid out over there, turbos, rocker boxes. Get this torqued up, get the other head off, and start reassembling and putting the new tranny in there. Hopefully cab be down either today or tomorrow evening. That's fiberglass. It looks like from the heat shielding on the firewall, stuffed down in the corner of the head. Could have clogged the pickup tube and lost oil pressure.
You want to tell them what we got going on with this thing?
A bunch of bullshit.
Because I'm all mic'd up and we got a pretty little camera looking at us.
I don't know what to do with myself. I think I like half tempted to get naked. I don't know what kind of camera.
I'll do it. I don't care. But yeah, today we're working on a Takahauchi, and it came in with emissions problems. I mean, basically, guys, they do basically, I think, a lot of landscape and a lot of dirt work, construction work, things of that nature. And I mean, I don't know how much people know about emissions, but essentially, you take modern day emissions, you're taking something that breathes in air, you squirt some fuel into it, you compress it, and it breathes out fire on the other end. That's where you get your power. And somebody at the EPA decided that they didn't like the emissions coming out the tailpipe. And so they added SCRs and DPF and DEF and all of this, wonderful urea stuff that they spray into it. And they have essentially made these engines to be able to regurgitate their own crap. And when stuff like that happens and stuff breaks, it locks down. And that's exactly what we got here. So we're pulling the ECM out, pulling DPF because we think the DPF is clogged. Probably caked up on the surface because the ports are really, really small. It's made of ceramic, so we'll see if that's caked up and probably needs to be sent off and have it cleaned out. They definitely don't make these things easy to work on either. Especially when you put your DPF all the way under the cab, all the way in the very back. It is not a friendly thing. I do want to look it up because I can't remember. I can't remember if it goes out of the manifold and then hits the SCR, then mixing tube, then DCR and DPF. I can't remember.
On trucks, DPF is last.
I know that. DPF is always last on these too, I'm pretty sure.
Here we got the rocker assemblies going on this thing, ready for the top end to be buttoned back together.
Tattoo is on, I'm bossy. Bitch, I love to hate.
Torquing these things down to 45 foot-pounds. Start with the top bolt. You guys get in that thing? Well, somebody stripped that bolt out. Torque these son of a guns to 45 foot-pounds. Crank up that Johnny Taylor.
Get that shit to Foxy.
So what we're doing now is we got the turning torque set, we got the backlash set for the new rear and everything. All we got left is fill up the diff on the back, fill up the front diff, put some axles in, put the drive shaft up, and then take her on a test drive, make sure she works all the way she's supposed to, and then we got to figure out what we're going to do with the front drive shaft yet. I don't think that fits 100% right, but after that, she's all fixed up, ready to go. Reconnect the drive shaft to the yoke, and then all that's left after that is fill up the front diff here. I'm gonna have to raise up the rear end of the truck so I can align the hubs with the axle bolts, get that all torqued up, and then the correct thing to do once you pull the axles and how the oil drain out of the hubs and everything like that, and especially once you drain a diff with that as well. Once you refill the diff, you jack up each side, one side at a time, let the oil run through the tube housing into the hub, and then lift it up to the other side, because there's going to be some oil that stays in the hub. And you don't want the bearings inside there to go dry or run dry. So just to make sure that doesn't happen is you just tilt side to side, get oil in the hubs, recheck the rear, make sure you still got it topped off full of fluid, and then you're all good to go. Yep. Whoa. Too far. Whoa. Too far. Whoa. Too far. Whoa.
Like the little fucking Naruto guy that runs around with his hands behind his back.
You're one of them fucking anime kids.
Yeah.
No hate on them. I'm just saying, just in case if anybody was.
I'd like to punch for him.
I mean, I don't mind once a couple animes.
No, I can't do it.
You're just like my wife. They're cartoons. Yeah, I'm not like Attack on Titan. I fuck with heavy. It's the one anime that I feel like everybody can agree is badass.
And we are clear of the shop. Okay, maiden voyage in this thing. There's just a little recap. This is the F550 with the axle and re-gear project. So, had customer come in, basically blew out the front axles more times than we can count. It's been welded. We've done everything we could to try to, I guess, mediate the issues they were having. And hasn't worked. They've had other people try, didn't work, so they came back to us and said, let's do something different. And the do something different was putting a set of 12 to 14,000 pound front axle assembly under this thing, and it came with a different set of gears in it. So we're now taking it out for the first trip after she's been re-geared, new axle, everything's been greased, full of fluid. We're basically just listening for noise at this point, making sure there's nothing grinding, no abnormal noises, making sure obviously axles and everything are in there. You know, not having any rotating assembly issues of any kind. Making sure that transmission and everything is happy, since obviously we've got four-wheel drive in the front with a different front gearing set. Obviously when you're two-wheel, you got your differential in the rear that's going to be geared. Everything has to be the same, everything has to mesh right. So good sign so far. Haven't heard any noises, no issues on my end so far. Drives great. If they break this axle assembly, they earned it. Okay guys, truck's ready to roll, ready to get this one out the shop. Little recap, this is the one that we did the axle swap and the whole front assembly. So basically customer came in, front axles kept breaking. Basically the entire front end's been welded more than one time. So we called a company, DBL. They sent us a 14,000 pound front axle. We swapped over all steering components, freshened everything back up, greased everything, got it lubricated. Had to do a custom drive shaft for the front. That way the transfer case could actually work when these guys get into the fields. Had to re-gear the rear end. That way with the new front axle, everything would obviously mesh together good, go down the road, not have any explosions. And yeah, this one was fun. Let's check out Blake's projects.
Got this 6.4 Power Stroke ready for the Stage 2 transmission from Randy's Transmissions. Only the best here. Got the front accessory drive we got to do. And then that'll be all done on Monday morning. But I'm ready for the weekend to go to my boss's house and get some beers in and chill out back for the rest of the weekend.
When you get hit in the fucking dome with a russet potato, you tell me you can't catch a beer can coming out of a fucking beer thing.
You get a 5.56 AR with a beer can shooter on it, and it's pretty impressive. God damn! God! That thing got flicked.
There's a car coming in.
Yeah, shoot out the car.
No, don't listen. Hey guys, we had a great time last night. All the guys had fun. We had a bonfire. The wives got to hang out. We shot some beer cans at the beer can shooter. Ooh. Uh-oh. This is probably not good. A&N Diesel Repair. All right, so you got a problem with the rig, the drill rig? Yeah, what's it doing? And you said it's in Carolina? All right, it's just running bad? All right, yeah, let me call some of the guys. There's some of them are floating around here from last night. Let me get them together, we'll get some equipment, and we'll hop on the plane and be there here and give us like 4 or 5 hours. All right, sounds good. Thanks, bye. Sweet. What's happening, guys? We just got to the airport. We're getting ready to get the plane out of the hangar. Gonna hop on this plane and fly out to the service call where this drill rig is at and see if we can figure out what's wrong with it. Just hit okay. So I had some injector issues while it was running and found a bad spot in the main injector harness. So we'll get that fixed up and they'll be all set. We have landed, we made it back, we got the rig fixed.
Okay guys, we just landed back at the airport and got changed back into some good clothes. We just flew out, took care of a high dollar customer we've taken care of for pretty much the last decade. So had a little wiring harness issue on an engine on a drill rig. They got locked down in the dirt. We got rig back out, got engine back running, and now we're back home. Catch us next time. Let us know in the comments what you want to see us work on next. Maybe we'll have a cool destination we'll fly to and come fix yours too.